Hello, world. Welcome to Rex Arthur TV in conjunction with Querying Science, Theology, Philosophy, and Spirituality, where we discuss LGBTQ issues with an LGBTQ approach in an LGBTQ plus planet where we are all humans. We are going to today we're going to change the phrase and we'll be saying, we are one. Yes, so let's start that again. Hello, welcome to Rex Arthur TV in conjunction Querying Science, Theology, Philosophy, and Spirituality TV. Also, in conjunction with Rex Arthur Podcast and Querying Science QSTPS Airwaves. And this is the where we as humans gather. As humans, we gather, being one people, different colors in an LGBTQ plus planet. Yeah, we're going to be saying that. Yeah, so now we've got what we want to say. We will say we are one people, different colors in an LGBTQ plus planet. Yes, LGBT plus planet means all the sexualities in the world. Sorry about that. I'm going to talk to, there was some call I got. Good. So today we are gonna do keeping in the Constitution during COVID-19. Yes. So as we are coming on there, let's know what we're gonna be saying. We are one people, different colors in an LGBTQ plus planet. We are one people, one human race in an LGBTQ plus planet because um, we are all human beings. Yeah, it's gonna be a good way. So let's again, we are one people, different colors, one human race in an LGBTQ plus planet. So one, yes, despite different colors, and different colors came from the great song from Lucky Dube, one of my favorite musicians of all time, who sang different colors, one people. It's like he knew the world was diverse. And his father of the nation, Nelson Mandela, also said that. Yes, and that's why he was the greatest leader of humanists of all times, and we honor him forever. In fact, he was even greater, yes, in teaching human coexistence than Jesus Christ. Yes, I forgot in the other video, I forgot to put his picture. Yes, he's a very important part of Ubuntu entire world. Okay, so let's go. So now we're going to talk about the Nazi Germany as an example of why we should keep in the Constitution. Yes, because Nazi Germany is a very important regime to look at so that we do not repeat their mistakes. Yeah, they are very significant. When you say important, it doesn't mean it's good. Yes, it means important because you learn very important lessons. So while of which some people that the COVID-19 is like World War II and therefore is World War III was and is very true, because in World War II, the world was already reeling, or rather not standing, but trying to stand up again after World War One. And especially Germany lost World War One, so they were already in more suffering than any other nation. Okay. Now, if you draw parallels, we are, even though you may say we're like in World War III, we are not necessarily in World War III because what do you call it? We're not necessarily in World War III because because America's economy got better. Yes, you see, in 2007, 2008, we would have been in a very bad crisis because of the fact that would have been advanced crisis because we don't have the. Sorry about that. I'm busy preparing. There's something I had prepared everything, but it's gone a bit crazy, so I'm trying to sort it out. Yeah, so that's ready. And then you have that. Yes, that's what I wanted. And then I need to free some things here. Okay. So now back to what we're saying. So because America, thanks to Obama, yes, we managed, the world managed to come back. Yes, it came back to the whole economic drama that had happened in 2008, 2007. Yeah, so it came back because they managed to get jobs again. Yeah, and us back to the recession time, which I've told you, if we stay in a economic recession or economic depression, we will actually be in World War III. Yes, because in World War, trying to get power ever since the end of World War One. So after the end of World War One, they tried a coup. They tried to overthrow the government, and it didn't work. So he was arrested and imprisoned. Some of his colleagues were killed. So it's when he was in prison he wrote Mein Kampf. Now remember, this is happening, and the German economy was collapsing. And now when the German economy was collapsing, and there was an international economy, kind of not so strong, it affected America. Yes, so then the depression happened in America. And in 1929, America, the American economy collapsed. Yeah, 1929, 1930, most of the world economies were collapsing because the German economy collapsed. You see? So that's the understanding is we are one. Yeah, so if one economy collapses, the others will be affected. So when that happened, and remember in America, the depression was bad. Yes, yeah. Everyone who knows who has a parent who lived that time, they'll tell you it was a nasty time. Yes, because it had never happened. America was calm. America was not involved in World War One that much. So everything was being built. Yes, you see? So everything was going on. And that's when the world was nasty. Let me tell you, 1930s, the world was not nice. It was very tough. Even when you watch the movies of those days, yes, they were, when you listen to music, yeah, for spiritual people, you know, you listen to it very well. Yes, you can hear the sadness in the people, yeah, in the musician. Yes, yeah, there was a lot of coloring. Yeah, then yeah, you just listen to it, you'll tell where they were living. Yes, they were living in a very tough time. Just go and listen to songs made in 1929, 1930, 1931. Yeah, the Roaring Twenties had happened. There were Roaring Twenties in Germany. There were Roaring Twenties in America. Even when Germany was in disarray, jazz music, that was the decade it was a bang, it was a smash hit all over Europe and America. So the America, they had the Roaring Twenties, just like Germany. Yes, and everybody was dancing, everyone was having fun. Then the Depression came. And the same time the Depression came, now Hitler came into power. Just when the world has collapsed. That was the story. So now when he came in, this is what he did. The Weimar Constitution that when he came in, the Weimar Constitution, the Weimar Republic that was in power, yes, they now replaced them. And what happened? They subverted the Weimar Constitution, Hitler's regime. Remember, he was arrested. And some of his friends were killed, and some of his friends remained. And if you read the story, we don't want to go deep. Yeah, it's a very long story and we've been reading, and I've been amazed by many things. They they were working together for a long time, and the world was very anti-Semitic. You see, yeah. So they were always eating anti-Semitic data. You see, yes, that's why right now you must protect everybody. Yes, you see, you must protect people from Nazi data. Yeah, even the Bibles, we know we told people the religious leaders must meet to discuss the Bible and the Quran. Yes, so that they can understand to avoid the Nazi data in the Bible. Yes, and the Quran. Yeah. So when I say that, of course, I tell people there's Nazi data and there's non-Nazi data. Yeah. So the dangerous data is the Nazi data. That's the data that divides people. You're either sheep or a goat, bad or good, black or white, master or slave, man or woman. Yes, you see, Jew or Gentile. Yeah, there's a lot of binary thought because the world was very binary that time. Yeah, so everyone was binary. You're either good or bad. You're either a sheep or a goat. You're either a man or a woman. Yeah, that's why homophobia was also very high because they didn't understand the sexuality diversity. They didn't understand sexual diversity. Yes, you are either a man or a woman. You see, so when they met cultures where men have sex with men, yeah, and those cultures were diverse minded, like Greece, Rome, you know, yes, when they were like that, when they came into contact with the Israelis, yeah, who they were already captives, so they came back home and they lost a lot of their cultural life that they had in the past. They viewed that, yes, very many homophobes were in Israel when they saw the Greeks coming with their homosexual lifestyle and the Romans the same. Yes, because that's what they used to do. What they did in Rome, they were doing in Israel in secret, of course. You see? Yeah. So now the cultural integration, they became cultural conflicts. Romans worship gods. Yeah, Israelis don't. Yeah, they don't worship idols. Yeah. So they fought each other. That's why the Greeks never lasted in Israel as much as the Romans. And the Romans had a hard time because they were foreign. See? So that's what happened. So there was all that cultural chaos because of the binary thinking. And Israelis, they circumcise. Yeah, the Greek and Romans, they don't. So now that was another division in the society. Yeah. So now when they was that's why the Romans never enjoyed their time. Even if they built things, yeah, it was just for power. Yeah, they just said we need land, yes, to control. That's all. Yes. Even empire doesn't make sense. Yeah. Because somebody, yeah, the person who is you're controlling or overpowering doesn't want you. And these days we don't need empire, you just need a contract. Yeah, just sign a deal with the other country. Yeah, because signing means you know what you want from them. But empire, it's a waste of time because they just walk around. Yeah, they keep security. That's all the Romans were doing. And so instead of coming to Israel and taking what they want, yeah, with Israeli permission. Yes, you sit down, Israel asks, what do you want from us? We want this. Okay, pay us this. Yes, then they pay, then they go. Yeah, that's all. There's no need of empire. And that's why empire has been replaced by international trade and international relations. Yeah. So now these days, there's no need of empire. Yes, as such. Even America, they have realized that, yeah, and China is not thinking about having imperial posts, yeah, like armies. Yeah, they're like, we don't need that. Yes, because All we want is, if you have something valuable and we want it, we'll make a deal with you. Okay, so there is Nazi data in religion, yes, and it should be checked on. That's why we called it like a moratorium. Just means a pause on those Nazi data. Yeah, as leaders, yeah, because not as Christians. Christians, I still read the Bible. Yes, I still read it, even this year. Yes, I can show you if it's near. I still read the Bible. Yes, to study. Yeah, that's how you study and you analyze Nazi data. You see, yes, the Bible is still here. Yes, so I still read it. Yes, it's a history book. Yeah, it's a history book. So you learn, it has many stories and you learn a lot about people in the world. How did I know it had Nazi data? Yes. Unless I read it and I compared it to what Nazism was. Because Nazism is basically nationalism. Yeah, it's where one nation is exalted above all other nations. Okay? Yeah, one nation is exalted above all other nations. So that's what chosenhood. Yes, we are the chosen ones. Yeah, and you are not chosen. We are chosen. Yes, that's what they exalt themselves. So when you read the Bible, the Old Testament, they exalted the Jewish nation. Okay, yes. Then when you read Christians, the New Testament, yes, they try to integrate Gentiles into the system, the Jewish system. Yes, like Paul tried to do that, but he failed. Yeah, they didn't want, they in reality, it failed. But I like Paul's method approach. Paul was trying to join, he was doing humanitarian Ubuntu. Yes, where he's saying that a Jew and a Gentile are one. Yeah, and I stand with that one. I prefer that one because we are human beings. Yes, you see, yeah, we are not Jew and Gentile. We are human beings. A Jew has eyes just like a Gentile. A Jew has a body just like a Gentile. Yes, so you would rather view the world as human beings, yeah, rather than dividing them. Yes, that's why you see we've changed our motto. Yes, we're going to be saying we are one people, different colors. We are one human race. Yes, okay. Yeah, so we are one race of humans. Yeah, that's what we are. So we need to keep on understanding that's who we are. That's who we are. That's who we are. All right. Yeah, we are one. We are one. We are one. Yes. All right. All of us, even though we are different colors. Yes, get that. Because if you don't say different colors, people will only unite with their color, and that's dangerous. Yes, because you unite with your color, then you realize this one is so dark, yeah, and I'm light. Yeah, you see, that's human nature. So you must accept that though we are one, we have different colors. Okay, so let's just finish this. It's not a long video, it's very short because we're just focusing on the articles that he suspended and looking at the parallels in COVID-19. So Hitler suspended article, first of all, they invoked Article 48 of the Weimar Constitution. So let's look at Article 48 of the Weimar Constitution. Oh, I'm telling you, when you read Nazi Germany, oh my God, those guys, yes, they had an elaborate plan. Yes, yet they were very, very crazy. Yeah, everyone is crazy. I believe a mad person can only do those things because, and madness doesn't mean you're stupid. Yes, you can still have a head. You can still be a professor and you have schizophrenia. You can still be a professor and you have many mental disorders, bipolar. Yeah. So listen to Article 48, yes, that they invoked. If a state fails to carry out the duties imposed upon it by the national constitution or national laws, the president of the Reich may compel performance with the aid of armed force. Can you imagine? Meaning that if the state fails to carry out its duties, yes, the president rather, the president of the Reich may compel performance with the aid of armed force. That's called madness, because the armed forces are only for external threats, not internal. And that was the disaster of Nazi Germany. If public safety and order be seriously disturbed or threatened within the German Reich, the president of the Reich may take the necessary measures to restore public safety and order, if necessary, with the aid of armed force. For this purpose, he may temporarily suspend in whole or in part the fundamental rights enumerated in Articles 114, 115, 117, 118, 123, 124, and 153. The president of the Reich must immediately communicate to the Reichstag all measures taken by virtue of paragraph 1 or paragraph 2 of this article. On demand of the Reichstag, these measures must be abrogated. If there be any danger of delay, the state ministry for its own territory takes such temporary measures as indicated in paragraph 2 on demand by the president of the Reich or by the Reichstag. Such measures shall be abrogated. Detailed regulations shall be prescribed by national law. So you see what happened? Yes, they said if the state fails to do its duties, meaning if it's a failed state, yes, the president will take over with the help of armed forces. You see, very dangerous. So why do we insist on keeping the constitution? Because if you keep in the constitution without an unsuspended constitution, like right now with COVID-19, yes, with COVID-19, we are, with COVID-19, what has happened, we have actually, there's like suspension of articles, yes, by indirectly, yes, there's no freedom of movement, freedom of association, yes, there's still right to privacy, that's okay, yeah, that one they have not suspended, yeah, but freedom of movement and freedom of association, yes, you see, so that's what you need to understand. Yes, they have suspended them mildly. Can you imagine what has made me laugh about COVID-19? We have the word curfew. Yes, you see, yeah, we've had the word curfew. And I'm like, okay, since in the past, in Sudan, they had curfew. Yes, you see, yeah. Just recently when they were removing Bashir out of power. So what does that mean? You see, what does that mean? It was a very bad time, yeah, it was emergency. So imagine today in the whole world, yes, many countries are having that word called curfew. Yes, as if a president is being toppled. Yes, you see, the word is only mentioned when there's a threat to public order and public safety and order. So now COVID-19 has disrupted public safety and order. So there's a curfew. So it's similar to a president being removed out of power. That's what has happened. You see? But people just use the word curfew, curfew, curfew. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, but now it's very hard to visit people. Yes, because the people make the contact with people has been, we've been warned, not to contact people. Yeah, it has affected even LGBTQ people. Yes, yeah, not all of them are interacting as we always do. You see, yeah, and it's understandable. Yes, because we don't know what COVID-19 is, and of course, there's what you call herd immunity campaigners. Yeah, these ones believe, no, it's okay, just interact. Yeah, just go on with life, and then we build an immunity. Yes, we build an immunity. Yeah, meaning immunity means building having many positive cases so that they reduce the cases from increasing, because the more people are positive and they are not dying, yes, the more the virus is contained, because now you're shielding it from people who haven't got it by having many cases. Yeah, but now the difference between that and other countries, they're having many death tolls, meaning the people, even if they want to build herd immunity, they don't have resistance. So the virus is taking over their body. So other countries, it's they have resistance. Yeah. So that's why they don't have a high death toll, even though they have many cases. They have a natural immunity to deal with the corona virus, but the others they don't. Yes. Then also Africa, like Africa doesn't have many cases because there are very many young people. Yes, and the countries like Uganda, 60% of the population is less than 18. You see, so the virus can't come there because young people, their immune system is so strong. Yeah, they're healthy. Yes, they are regenerating. They're in the stage of producing many cells, and immunity needs a lot of T cells. Yeah, so they have a lot of them. So even if the virus is there, they're acting like a herd. Yes, it just dies because the child can't spread it to anybody because his body will fight the virus. But the West, they have very many old people. So when the virus comes, yeah, the strength of fighting it is not as much as a young person. So they succumb. Yeah, that's what has happened to in the Western world. So many old people are the ones dying, not young people. All right. So now imagine that's what happened in Nazi Germany. So let's go to one article at a time and we will be done. So Hitler and the Nazi regime, they suspended the constitution as per the constitution's requirement, which is very sad. Body. Yes, you see, so they were suspended to produce the body. That's what you call habeas corpus. Yes, produce, have the body. Habeas. In Latin, it's have, habe. Yeah, but in English, the B changes to V, have a body. Yes, so have a body. So let's look at Article 114 and see what it was saying. Article 114. So Article 114, here it is. Liberty of the person is inviolable. Can you imagine? They lost liberty. Yes, yeah. When Article 114 was suspended, whether it's partially or wholly, yes, they lost liberty. You see? So they lost liberty. They lost freedom. Free. Yes, you see? So they have suspended liberty. So what are you learning now? Be calm, stay calm, and stay in the constitution so that nobody can of the suspensions that have happened. 115. The dwelling of every German is inviolable. Yeah. The person's house, yes, is inviolable. They suspended that. They said, now your house is violatable. We can enter as the state. That's what happened in Spain during COVID-19, and it was very wrong. Yes, you could see security is entering people's houses. Yes, it's wrong. Yes, and the best you could do is sue the government for that. Yeah, that's a violation of your rights. In many parts of the world, some people were having parties, and they had weddings. Yes, it was a violation to enter into their house. But you see, because the constitution is suspended, yes, you just let them enter. Yes, you see, yeah, that's what has happened. Yeah, but legally speaking, constitutionally speaking, it is not it's not legal. Yeah, but now you see, the Nazi Germany and all the world, yes, they have the power to suspend the constitution. That's called emergency laws. Yeah, so they put the country under emergency, and now they suspend parts of the constitution. And the suspension is seen, as I told you, through curfew, through the number of people attending meetings. Yes, that is what you call suspension. Yeah, the real world, which we love so much, and we can't wait to get back to that. There's freedom. Yeah, you can meet 5 million people. Yeah, 1,000, 50,000. But now, because of COVID-19, yes, they have contained the number of people. So your house was violatable. Can you imagine? That was madness. You know? Yeah, to me, that's madness. Yes, your house should not be invaded at any cost. Yeah, even if it's COVID-19. Yes, they should just leave you. You know what they should do, like what they're doing now? Just give you the guidelines, yeah, and that's it. Yes, don't think about what someone is doing in his house. Yeah, don't even snitch. You know, there's some people, they snitched others. Yeah, they called the police. By the way, there are some people here. Yes, we've seen many of them. They are meeting in their house. They came, yes, and they took them. You see, that's what happened in Nazi Germany, the Kristallnacht. Yes, you see, once they suspended, they were being told there are Jews meeting there. Yes, they went and raided. You see, it was a very, very ugly time. 117, correspondence privacy. Let's go to that one. Can you imagine? Even your privacy was violated. Your emails were read. Yeah, if it was our time, yeah, your emails are read. Let's read. Secrecy of postal, telegraphic, and telephonic communication is inviolable. Exceptions may be permitted only by a national law. You see, so they would have a law to break your secrecy. Secrecy of postal communication, secrecy of telegraphic communication, and secrecy of telephonic communication is inviolable. No one should violate that right. Now, in the Nazi Germany, that time, yes, they suspended that right. So now they were saying, secrecy of your postal communication is violatable. And secrecy of telegraphic communication is violatable. And the secrecy of telephonic communication is violatable. So you can imagine. And even now we're living in a world where we need a philosophical discussion about the reality that our communication can be interfered with. You know? Yeah. And that's what we need to sort everything. We sort it legally, Yes, and in the constitution. That's why you're saying keep in the constitution. Yeah, keep in legal processes in the constitution. Yes, whenever you have a challenge of anything the state has done, yeah, yeah, we don't encourage coups, we don't encourage violent protest, we do not encourage any of that. Yes, it's stupid. Yeah, it's madness because the state has the state has power, you know. It's stupid. The state has power. Okay, let's go on. Yes. Yeah, some people think, oh, we have to. What are you doing? Yes. It's madness. Like what happened in Sudan? You see? Yes, that's stupid. Yes, you don't do that. Yes. When you have a problem with the government, you sue them. Yes. Yeah. You also, the people also have power, but they must follow their document. Yes. Yeah, they made a document, and that document has procedures. Yeah. So you don't just go and remove someone from power in the name of that we don't like him. Yes, no. They are procedures. Look at Mali. You see, COVID-19, what happened? Yes, there's chaos. Yeah, the country is in so much chaos. It's a failed state. Yes, almost a failed state. What happened? The, the army took over. Do you know they have just committed a crime? That's a crime. Even in Good Luck, Jonathan is going to talk to them. Yes, he's talking to criminals. Yes, because they need to be told that they have violated the Constitution. Yes. Their document, it's a suicide. Yeah, they have committed suicide. Yes. So when you have a problem with your state, yeah, go to courts. Yes, the judicial impartial. Yeah, yes, they are impartial, and that is evidenced, especially depending on which country you're in. Yeah, but most countries, all lawyers are trained to be impartial. Yes, that's what I know. I'm a lawyer. Yes, by profession. Yes, we are trained to be impartial. You don't take sides. Yes, you don't take sides. And the beauty of law, it is evidence that is the truth. Evidence is the truth. Oh my God. What is evidence that God exists? It's the sun. Yeah, there's evidence that there's an origin. You see, there's a sun, there are stars, there are moons, there are planets. That's evidence that there is a God. There's a weird origin. You see, so lawyers are trained. We are trained to value evidence in the court of law, yeah, to make a decision, yeah, whether someone has done something. Yes, okay, that's what we do. Yeah, we are not rumor mongers, gossipers. Yeah, there must be evidence to make a decision. So that's why they're impartial. Yeah, so you don't need to fear and say, oh, no. You just have evidence. Yeah, you just go and say the state invaded my house. Yeah, against the law. Yes, we took the photos. Yes, here are the photos. So we are suing the state. That evidence of them entering your house, they will pass a judgment in your favor immediately. You've won the case. Yeah, we've seen many cases of police brutality during COVID-19. Just sue them. Yes, just go and sue the government. Yes, it's legal. Yeah, and you have the tapes. Yeah, you have all the videos. Yes, just go and sue. Yeah, so that's what you do. But don't go on the street and be violent. Yes, the state has machinery. Because when you go on the street and you're violent, yeah, you know what's going to happen? You have broken the law. So what will the state do? They will respond with the law, which will be force. because when you use violence, you've used force. So what's going to happen? They will use force on you, and their force is the so-called reasonable force is actually heavy force. Yeah. So there's no need to do all of that, and the violence that people have always been saying, let's do when the government is not okay. No, Lebanon have done that, Mali have done that. They are wrong. Yes, especially Mali. Yeah, Lebanon, the government resigned. Yes, they were like, we surrender. But Mali, the army officers are wrong. Yes, that they have committed many crimes. Yeah, and they needed to know, just like everyone in the world, that much as we are people, we must follow our constitutions, because that's what we said. Whenever you have a problem, you go to the constitution. You see, that's the power of a constitution. Yeah, when there is a problem, you go to the constitution. Yes. All right. Now, the next article is Article 118, freedom of expression, and therefore censorship. Every German has a right within the limits of general laws to express his opinion orally, in writing, in print, pictorially, or in any other way. No range of his work or employment shall hinder him in the exercise of this right, and no one shall discriminate against him if he makes such a use of the right. No censorship shall be established, but exceptional provisions may be provided by law for cinematographs. Moreover, legal measures are permissible for the suppression of indecent and obscene literature, as well for the protection of the youth at public places and exhibitions. Okay, of course, we know the Weimar Republic, they were scared about pornography and all of that. They were conservative. People started becoming pornographic in the 1920s. You see, TV started, cinematographs. You see, there was no, yeah, everything was black and white. Yes, there was no colored TV. Yes, you see, right now where we live is beyond understanding. The whole world, yeah. People have phones, they have TV, they have computers, they have cinemas are on the screen. Yes, outside, everywhere you can watch everything. You see, whatever age these days. Yes, even children have become clever. Yes, so it has become more complicated than that time. All right. So now that's where we are not going to focus on the obscenities. Yeah, it's very hard to police that. Yeah, because you have to invade someone's privacy. Yes, which is also a crime. Yeah. So imagine. Yeah. So that's why you don't do that. And then secondly, things like pornography, they're in the Bible. Yes, you see. Yeah, they're in the media. The media comes, news time. Yes, they are talking about rape. Yeah, a child is there. He's going to ask, what is rape? Yes, you see. So it's too late. Yeah, you'd rather teach your children sex education. Yeah, that's why I support the UN's program worldwide for comprehensive sex education for children. Yes, they need to know so that they are not affected, and they are not ignorant about sex. They are sexual beings. You see, children are sexual beings. If you how did you name your child? Yes, you saw his body parts, you see, and won't he ask you? Yes, the children, how many children have asked? Yes, I asked my mother. Yes. Yes, I asked my mother. Yes. What is this thing? You see? Yeah, so children will ask questions. Yeah, children will ask questions. So the educating them about sex is very good, and so that they are aware, because they are sexual beings. And most children in Africa, like for example, they study away from their parents, so they go to boarding schools, you see, and you don't watch what they do. Yes, so they'll engage in sex even before you know. Then they come back home, you don't know them and you're not teaching them about sex, and the teachers are not teaching them about sex, so they are teaching themselves about sex. And now with technology, they know sex on their own. So whom do you blame? Nobody. Yes, so the best you could do is give them comprehensive sex education. So I stand on that. Information, even children, they have information that helps them. And sex is very important, yes, for your health care and for your life, for your pleasure. So teach children sex, give them sex education, comprehensive sex education, the UN program, because they know how to teach a child. Yes, UNESCO is a education body with very educated educators. They know what to tell a child. Yes, wonderful. So anyway, so 118, they suspended it because they didn't want people to write. Yes, even what we are saying right now,